theft protection functions are the most requested feature on e-bikes. So in this video, I'm going to talk you through what you can do to try and prevent your beautiful bike from being stolen and give you peace of mind, but also what Bosch, the German e-bike system manufacturer, have been doing about it too. If you already own an e-bike or you're thinking about buying a new one, the chances are it could have one of these, in which case you need to know that you're getting the most out of it. You probably don't need me to tell you why e-bikes make so much sense for city cycling, whether that's commuting or shuttling your kids around, going to the shops, or just simply because it's more fun and healthier than being sat in your car. However, something we hear all the time here at GCN is your worries about investing some serious money in an e-bike and then leaving it locked up somewhere all alone. And it's no wonder we feel anxious, really. Typically, if you were to get a bike for city cycling, you would get one that's really cheap. And so it's less desirable to thieves and also less of an issue to you if it does get stolen. However, e-bikes, they're serious investments. And so suddenly you're locking something up that has a far greater value both to you and then also to thieves. Statistics suggest that e-bikes are 3 times more likely to be stolen than normal bikes. Although we should point out actually that a lot of bike thefts are simply unreported, and so actually that will bring that number down. However, the question still remains, what can you do about it? In terms of preventing your bike from being stolen in the first place, recovering it if it does get nicked, and crucially, reducing the anxiety that you might feel, either from leaving your bike locked up somewhere or just buying it in the first place. Now, the first point is to say that no matter how many features are built into your e-bike, nothing will replace a good mechanical lock. And I say good because not all locks are created equally, although fortunately it's very easy to find online resources that will test and then show which locks are actually robust. SoldSecure.com being a prime example. Now, it's impossible to say exactly how many e-bikes are stolen because of crappy locks, but I did find one resource that had surveyed 4,000 people who'd had bikes nicked, and out of those 4,000 people, 16% of them hadn't locked their bikes in the first place, and another 35% had just used a feeble cable lock. So, for the love of God, buy a decent lock. They're not cheap, but they are definitely worthwhile investments. However, just to add, something I see all the time around where I live, not all bike racks are created equally. Come and have a look at this, right? So more than a few of them would require a thief to just unscrew a couple of bolts before they can remove the rack entirely. Either so they can then slide your lock off it or take rack and bike somewhere safe where they can then break your lock in peace and quiet with all the time in the world. What though can your e-bike do about it then? Well, as far as I can see, there are 2 main ways. Firstly, you can make your bike harder for would-be thieves to sell, and therefore, importantly, making it less desirable to steal in the first place. And then you can also make it easier for the bike to be recovered should it eventually get stolen. A feature which Bosch released a few years back with their Smart System is the so-called e-bike lock. And this is where the display on your e-bike or your smartphone acts as a lock and key. So if you remove the display or your smartphone is not within Bluetooth range, then when you try and switch the e-bike on, the motor remains disabled. So if someone were then to try and ride off on it, they wouldn't get pedal assist. Crucially though, that motor remains disabled until the display or your smartphone is present. So the bike would be effectively impossible to sell afterwards because it would have no value. It wouldn't work. To know if your e-bike or your planned purchase has this e-bike lock feature, you need to look for BOSCH's Smart System on there, okay? Now, if it has a Kiox 300 or a Kiox 500 display, that's the one that can act as a lock and key. On other Smart System enabled bikes, you use your phone to unlock the bike via BOSCH's e-bike Flow app. So all you need to do is be within range. You don't need to open the app and it will automatically unlock the bike when you switch it on. There's also a load of other functions on the Flow app as well, actually, like navigation and things. Another layer of security, albeit one that requires a subscription via the Flow app to Flow Plus, is the e-bike alarm. Okay, so as soon as your e-bike is turned off, the alarm is activated and you can see that the parking location is displayed on the home screen of the Flow app. Now, it works because on that bike is a little piece of hardware called the Connect module, and that is equipped with motion sensors, GPS, and a SIM card, so you can always stay connected to your e-bike and take advantage of those premium features of the Flow Plus subscription. Okay, so let's show you how it works, right? I'm gonna pass you my phone so that it's out of Bluetooth range. Okay, so those motion sensors will pick up the fact that the bike is being moved and sounds and lights are activated. There we go. If you move it significantly, then an alarm kicks in. There we go. And then I will get a notification on my phone that someone is stealing my e-bike. Theft still in progress, by the way. You can see that my phone has got this notification here. Your e-bike was moved, check the location and take further steps. There you go, look, red alert. There is live tracking information displayed on that app. If you then register that the e-bike was stolen, you can create automatically a report to give to the police when you report that the bike is stolen. It's got all the information on there they need, from the bike's frame number, plus, of course, that all-important tracking information. It's important to note, actually, that if your bike doesn't have a Connect module on it, but is a Bosch-equipped Smart System bike, you can actually buy that Connect module as a separate piece of hardware, and then it can be fitted to the bike to allow you to take advantage of that Flow Plus subscription and the e-bike alarm. False alarm. I haven't really stolen it. The last piece of information I want to give you is not about preventing your bike from being stolen or helping you to get it back. It's purely about giving you peace of mind. Insurance. Yeah, first thing I did when I bought my e-bike was to take out insurance. So I felt confident leaving it wherever I needed to around town. Ultimately, whilst it would totally suck to lose my bike, both in terms of having to make a claim through the insurance and also, frankly, the emotional trauma of it all, I do find it reassuring to know that I at least won't be left out of pocket. And I'm reassured enough that I'm happy to therefore leave it locked up outside just about wherever I need to go. And it's much the same as a car, right? You would always insure a car against theft, in spite of it having locks, in spite of it perhaps having other advanced security measures. At least when it's insured, it gives you that peace of mind that you can use it with the freedom and practicality that you would expect. Now, if you're watching this, by the way, from the USA or the UK, you can actually take out bicycle insurance through GCN. Yeah, through us lots. So if you want to find out more information, we'll pop a link in the description beneath this video. To recap then, firstly, make sure you buy a good quality lock and then lock your bike to something that's actually secure. Then, if you've got a Bosch-equipped e-bike, check to see whether it is smart equipped so that you can use that e-bike lock feature, which is free to use, remember, and then also that Flow Plus e-bike alarm, which is part of the subscription. And then, for ultimate peace of mind, I personally have found insurance to be really, really good. Let me know in the comment section what you think about all of this stuff, and do make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it.